Hey guys, this is Doug Lane with Lane Engineering. Today we're going to do a virtual walkthrough of the Vaux condominium, 372 Central Park West, New York City. The building was built in 1961. It has 19 floors. The block is 1833 and the lot is 7502. Today we're going to do a walkthrough of the building to show you an exterior restoration project, balcony restoration, and facade work. This is in response to Local Law 11 FISP 8th cycle repairs. Here are my pertinent information: Douglas Lane, email, and Jennifer Mullins information. Here is a satellite image of the Vaux. You see the red dot indicating the 372 Central Park West. As you can see on this, it's at 97th Street and on Central Park West. At the south side is the main elevation. On the north side are some amenity spaces like a walkway as well as a parking lot. Here's the front entrance. As you can see, there is some plantings to the west side of this entrance. You can also see the marquee with a metal, stainless steel metal front. No work being planned for that. I just wanted to show the conditions of the front. We're going to pan across the front, indicating the plantings and what will be needed for the protection of the primary facade, or one of the primary facades. Here is the solid brick masonry wall. You can see the cantilevered balconies. The intent is to sound and repair the edges and corners of the balconies, as well as either replace or refurbish the existing railings. Here's a pan across of the south elevation. As you can see, there's corner balconies as well as one balcony in the middle. Here's the entrance to the 97th Street subway, the B and C line. That will have to be obviously maintained open during this project. It's at the corner of Central Park West and 97th Street. Here is a photo of the east elevation. There is some brickwork to be done. This will have to have a scaffold drop as well due to Local Law 11. There is minor brickwork. Another part of the project is an alternate to scrape and recoat the sills for all the windows. Here's panning across the east elevation. You can see the planting in the front of the building. It's about a 4-foot amenity strip. Here is the north elevation. It's very wooded in the back, a lot of trees, so it's hard to get a straight-on shot. But you can see that there are actually 5 balcony lines on the north elevation, 2 corners, and then 3 of the larger balconies. This is an access pathway that's on the north elevation, that's in between the play yard and the parking lot and the building itself. It's going to have to be protected during this project, and it would have to be maintained open so that people can access the parking lot and the rear of the building. Here's a pan of the building and a shot as it pans across to the parking lot. Here's the rear entrance, panning across to show that pathway. Here are the service entrances in the back of the building. One of the farther one is the contractor entering service entrance. This the one in the foreground, I believe, is a mechanical space. Here's a picture of panning across a sill and then the rear of the building. Another photo of the sill, typical sill. Here is a photo of the balconies, typical. This is one of the longer ones. You can see there's a partition down the middle of it, so there's actually two apartments associated with each balcony. I don't know if you can notice on the edge, slab edge, there are some small dots. Those are actually weeps that were installed under a previous effort due to ensuring that water drains off of the balconies. Here's a corner shot of the balcony. If you can see under the balcony, you can see the drain for the balcony. You can actually see the hub and the bend going to the leader. The railings will be either replaced or refurbished, and there is an alternate for that. Here's a corner shot. This would be the northwest corner shot, showing one of the typical balcony lines for the corner. All right, here is where the contractors' men would set up and get changed. It's a small room cleaned out by the building, a little bit more space perhaps for them, and then we will be walking over to the facilities for washing and using the restroom as needed now by the building departments. This is the laundry room where there is a basin for with running hot water for washing up, and also in the laundry room, we're just going to do a circle through it. You'll see the restroom for the contractors. The building may have some specific requirements, not too onerous, I'm sure, for distancing with the tenants. Again, there's the laundry room, and the restroom is here. Walking through here, we're going to walk the hallways and show you how the entrance for the contractors gets into the cellar. This is the station where they would have to check in, and we're going back out through the service entrance here, and then up the ramp and back out to the north side of the building. Here's a typical balcony detail. They have a curb that is at the periphery. We had noticed during our previous inspection that there are some cracks, and you can see that in the foreground in the concrete, and you can also see the result of which underneath the balconies there's some efflorescence where water has seeped through the top and then caused some damage, and there is a crack at a post. As you can see too, the post has some deterioration, paint deterioration, and that would be if we were to rehabilitate it. We are not 100% clear, but I believe that they put a smaller post within the section of the railing post, and that is embedded directly into the concrete. If we were going to maintain this, then we would then be installing self-leveling sealant. Here is some of the details from the drawings that are being sent to you. There's corner repairs, there are some crack repairs, and some combination top repairs. Here's a typical railing on the long balcony. These are to scale, and these would help you to provide us pricing for the rehabilitation of those railings. Here's some balcony details. each of these are the different sizes of balconies plus the balcony apartment lines. You can see that they are X, K, A, B, and M, and so forth. There's another shot of a drain. There's one drain per large balcony. That's one of the partitions in the middle. You can see why they wanted those weeps then through it. Here's a typical post detail. As you can see, the section is smaller as it penetrates into the concrete curb. There is a caulk joint around that penetration as well. They seem to be holding up well. There are some hairline cracks as noted here, and those are what we're going to be sounding and repairing as necessary. In this shot, you can also see the weeps coming through the balconies as you look down. Here's the roof. The roof is spacious and allows for outrigger installation. The parapet, however, has a cladding throughout, so that will have to be accommodated for any tie-back clamps. Here is a top of a balcony. The last balcony has an overhead, and it's just a slab, and this is one of them. It's been roofed. There's been no issues with it, and likely no work. We'll probably have to take a look at that when we are doing our inspections. This is a shot of the parapet. As you can see, the aluminum cap and the brick masonry on the outside. Again, the interior side of the parapet is clad in aluminum. So that's pretty much it for us. We will be asking for sealed bids sent to our office as well as to the manager, and if there are any contractors who would like to go to the building and go firsthand, you have to clear it with the management office, Ravina from First Service, or the building manager, Louis Rivera. The office number is shown here on this. If there are any questions, of course, give us a call, Lane Engineering at 732-264-4307. And good luck. Bye-bye.